Hi, I'm Grant Mukai here at Wellesley Media, and we're pleased to welcome Dennis Sullivan. He has over 25 years of experience at his law firm here in town, Dennis Sullivan and Associates. And we're here to talk about his book, which came out earlier this year. You know, with the many changes that have been happening recently with healthcare reform, many seniors and boomers are concerned with how these changes are going to affect them. So this book talks a little bit about how to avoid rising long-term costs while protecting your spouse, home, and life savings. So
that's right, Grant. We've actually been helping clients for a number of years, but especially with the new Healthcare Reform Act, never before have seniors and boomers and their families been as concerned as they are now about what it means for them and for the future. So we worked over 6 or 8 months or so while the Healthcare Reform Act was being put together to monitor the changes so that we come up with information for the book. But it was delayed a little bit with the result of the tax reform that passed on January 1st of this year. So we took a little bit of extra time to explain some of the new provisions in the book on tax increases, as well as some of the changes such as with the membership panels. And a lot of that is discussed in the book.
here's a question that's sure to be on a lot of people's mind. How do we make sure we don't lose everything if one of us needs a nursing home?
Well, that's a great question, Grant. We're asked by people that we met with and clients and a lot of people that we work with. And since everything is at risk, if a couple has to go to a nursing home, the best thing to do is to make sure that people evaluate everything so that if either one goes to a nursing home, the spouse is protected. You've got to really understand clearly where you stand today, what's at risk, and then develop a plan to protect everything that's important to each one of you. You know, the most successful flexible planning currently takes about 5 years to be most effective, although the protection does build up gradually. As mentioned before, what's very concerning is that the Congressional Budget Office is studying an increase in the look-back period from 5 to as many as 10 years. And if such an increase does take place, it's going to take twice as long for the protection to be effective. For a married couple, however, who does not have the time to plan because there's an emergency situation or one's entering a nursing home right away, there's actually significant steps that can be taken to protect the life savings for the well spouse at home. We've helped a number of couples in this situation to protect their home and life savings rather than have to pay the nursing home at the rate of $12,000 to $15,000 a month, which adds up pretty quickly at the rate of $150,000 to $180,000 a year. You know, given a choice, most clients would prefer to protect what they can, which can be significant even if one is in a nursing home or entering the nursing home. Many times people think they can't do anything, but for a couple, the good news is there's plenty that can be done in this type of an emergency situation. For people to learn more, we've got a resource here, the Senior and Boomers Guide to Healthcare Reform and Avoiding Nursing Home Poverty. It's available online. We've also got a free preview on our website at dsullivan.com. And for those who are concerned or would like to learn more, we can provide a free financial risk and health assessment, which can be ordered by calling our office at 781-237-2815.